Hey guys, Melinda here, and I am making this video because one of you guys recommended that I give you an update on my foot, and I said, why not? I briefly talked about it in one of my last videos where I talk about all the bones that I've broken. Just kind of briefly went over how I'm doing in regards to my foot, so I thought I would make this video to let you guys know how I'm doing, exactly what's going on, and talk a little bit about past experience when I was like in the boot and on the scooter and stuff like that. First and foremost, I am doing just fine. I am walking no problem. It's mainly just my ankle that's the problem right now. Back when I went to the doctor in, I want to say August, it was like end of July, beginning of August, I had swelling in my ankle initially, but it was like really bad. The doctor said it's not normal for it to be in someone my age. It's usually more so with people that are older, but swelling was normal and that it could take a couple months for it to heal. Here we are, December, and I'm still having some swelling, definitely not as bad as it was. Back in August, I was only able to put one pair of shoes on, and now I can put almost all of my pairs of shoes on. The swelling usually occurs when I'm doing a lot or I'm on my foot a lot, and this has been my busiest semester yet. So of course the swelling hasn't gotten a chance to get any better, and that's because I've just been on it so much. I went to Disneyland twice, I went to San Francisco for a conference, I worked at a marathon. My job in general requires me to be on my feet a lot, so I haven't had much time to actually let it heal. Hopefully I'll be able to let it do that over winter break and I'll be as good as new by the time the next semester starts. Overall, I haven't let it affect me in any way. That's pretty much just where I am now. Sometimes when I'm on my foot for a long time, like my actual foot hurts, but by the time I just get home and I get off of it the next day, it's completely better. The only other thing that has affected me is when those days happen that I've been on it for too long. The next morning, it's still pretty sore, and I end up limping for about 5 minutes until my foot adjusts to actually walking again. And it's definitely getting a lot better every single day, but it is still an issue that happens. I'm just learning to adjust to it, how to help it, and all of that stuff. From my experience being in the boot and the scooter, I'm just thankful to be walking. I don't complain about walking long distances anymore. I might say my foot hurts, I need to take a break, but I don't complain about it. I definitely feel more for handicapped people now, because anytime I go somewhere, just now instinctually I look around to see how handicapped people can get into an area, because you don't realize how limited they actually are until you are handicapped yourself. An example of when I was on the scooter, I went to my high school to watch their spring play. At the end of it, a couple of my friends went backstage to go say hi to the actors. We knew some of them and we wanted to congratulate them on their performance, but you need stairs to get to the backstage. There was no elevator, there was no ramp, so my friends went and I had to stay behind, and that was hard. It was really hard. That kind of ties in with my experience of being on the scooter and the boot, and I know that I covered this in my I'm Back video when I was talking about my foot, but if you guys haven't seen that, basically I was on the knee scooter for about three and a half months, and it was a tough time. I got a lot of stares, and some people even laughed at me, and it was just hard. I wasn't motivated to do anything. I didn't like going out in public because I didn't want people to see me and look at me as if I were broken. But I gave myself a reality check, realized it wasn't the end of the world, and that's when I got my life together. Getting off of the scooter was good. It was hard at first. Just trying to stand again after 4 months was incredibly painful. So I still remained on the scooter for a couple more days, because at that time I was in a summer class And if I tried to walk from the student union to my class, it would have taken me like an hour when it's normally like a 15-20 minute walk. So my mom told me, just ride the scooter for the remainder of this week and then we'll try and get you off by next week. And that just blew my mind because I was like, that's less than a week. That's crazy to try and do. I rode the scooter only on campus, but when I got home I got some crutches and I was trying to walk without the scooter, and that was difficult. I was leaning on so many walls. I almost fell so many times. It was disastrous. I can't even explain to you what it was like trying to teach myself how to walk again. When I first was on the boot, it wasn't too bad. Of course it did hurt because I was putting pressure for the first time on my foot in 4 months, so it was internally screaming at me, "What are you doing?" But after just practicing standing on it and walking around on it, within a week I was getting around pretty okay. Of course, I just kept getting better and better at it, and eventually it got to the point when my parents are like, "Hey, when are you gonna walk without the boot?" I stopped wearing the boot after that comment, and it was that transition was really hard. I finally had learned how to comfortably walk with the boot, and then now I'm getting rid of it and I have to like stumble around everywhere again was just terrifying. So I wore the wrap, and basically the same process. I had crutches to help me get around. I was supporting on walls and counters and anything else that I encountered as I'm trying to maneuver my way across either campus or just the house. I remember for a week I was staring at people's feet as I was walking across on campus, like, how do you move your foot so smoothly? Because I was literally just like, I learned that most of us naturally have like a nice curl to our foot where the heel goes first and our foot kind of curls into the ground and our toes are the last thing to come up. So then I tried to physically teach myself how to do that as I'm walking. I'm like, okay, heel, curl, toe, heel, curl, toe. And that was uncomfortable and painful, but in the end it helped because now I'm walking just normal. So if this ever happens to you guys, this would definitely be my advice on how to teach yourself how to walk again. Use the support of the walls and anything around you. And so I guess that is just what's going on with my foot now and what happened while I was in the recovery process. The only other things that I wanted to talk to you guys about involving this is that I now have a giant ass scar on my foot that is super sensitive. Even wearing a shoe, if I hit it against something, extreme pain is shot through my foot. I don't know if that's the metal in my foot, but that's also one of the side effects after the surgery and getting better. I have to be careful when I'm moving stuff or I'm walking around. The only other thing is, if you guys follow me on social media, you saw that I recently got another tattoo. Yes, I know I got another tattoo. I got a problem. But this one honestly means a lot to me. It is above the swelling on my ankle, and it says, "I just want to feel something real," which is song lyrics by Nothing But Thieves. Those lyrics spoke to me on a personal level for 2 reasons. I just want to feel something real makes me think that I have been through a lot in my life. Some of this stuff has honestly numbed me, and I just want to be able to feel some of that stuff again. And the other meaning that I have to this tattoo in particular is about my foot. Ever since I broke it and I got the surgery, it gets numb when I hurt it, when I'm on it for a long time. And I just want to be able to feel it again. I just want to be normal. I just want to be able to go on with my life. I just want to be able to feel something real. And that's pretty much why I got that tattoo, and it means so much to me. I guess that is the end of this video and this update on my foot. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would absolutely mean the world to me. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already and you want to see more content. I'm going to be posting every single day for the month of December. I will see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Live life, always laugh, and enjoy the journey. Bye.